kid who's washing cars. Take a giant step and reach right up and touch the stars. Only in America could a dream like this come true. Could a guy like me start with nothing and end up with you?
Well, good morning, Middle America. Welcome to Rise with Middle America. My name is Sammy. Joining me today, I have Brian, the alleged producer.
Allegedly.
And Lee. Good morning.
Good morning, Sammy.
So last night, President Trump gave his presidential address to joint Congress, and it was the longest presidential address given to date. It was an hour and 50 minutes, give or take some seconds, but it was very long. And America got to see firsthand exactly what the Democrats stand for, and that's war, because that is quite literally the only thing they stood for last night was war. So, yeah, we can just dive right into it, guys. Let's get into the news.
Let's do it.
I apologize for Monday. Monday, I was not feeling well. But starting next week, we will also be on Rumble. Of course, right now we're live on X and YouTube. So good morning to everybody. We already got some comments rolling in. So Crimson says, good morning from the Coffee and Commute Show. Hi, guys.
Good morning,
Crimson.
Hi,
guys.
My alma mater. I'm just kidding. But I do. I miss you guys. Crimson says, I tried to stay up and watch it, but unfortunately I fell asleep on the sofa. Normally it was a snooze fest, but I actually watched it intently this time, and I cried. Did you guys watch it?
We live streamed it last night for Sunset Rants. We had the whole crew together.
I'm so glad that I wasn't on there, because when they gave or renamed the wildlife refuge to that girl who passed away, and when they gave the little boy the honorary Secret Service, I was just boohoo crying. Like, I must say, it's the first time I've ever cried during a presidential address. Cry, tears of honor and sadness, in a proud way, not tears of, oh my God, we're all gonna die, because that's normally the tears probably anytime Biden had a presidential address. They were tears of being scared. But anyway, Brian, why don't you pull up some of that real quick for me? Let's
see. I'm trying to find the Al Green getting ejected video.
Oh yes, that's important. That is important.
Yes.
And not the Al Green we all love. It was not
the singer, the representative.
It was this Al Green. Oh, that was very loud. My bad. Good morning. Wake up.
Good morning.
I'm gonna have to turn that one down some. Little clown show happening.
Oh, here it is. I found it.
And concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the sergeant at arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
Get out of here, Al Green.
Yeah, God. Get him out of here. I want a pimp cane. I'm going to get a pimp cane.
All right, calm down, Andrew Tate.
She just called me Andrew Tate. Damn,
that's not a nice thing to say.
That hurt.
Well, you said a pimp cane. But yeah, leading up to that, what they didn't show is that he was continuously interjecting. He kept saying things, and they had already called prior to that. They had said, they had gabbled, decorum we need decorum on the floor. We need decorum on the floor. So it's not like he was just get out of here. They kept calling for decorum, and they kept saying basically a warning, if you guys don't get it together, we're going to get you out of here. I die. I have not found this. I did not send this to you in pre-show, but Trump called Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas last night.
Oh, give me a second.
Look
I'll
at
find
Lee.
it.
Lee looks like a proud dad. He's like, oh, so proud. Oh, he did. What a proud moment. Oh, Trumpy. Brian's like, I'm gonna get this. It was definitely when he said that. That was I think I shed a tear of honor at that point as well because oh, Elizabeth Warren. Little pokey hokey there. She's such a white woman. I swear they're all the same. I'm different. I'm built different, guys. I'm a Native American because I said so. I put it on a card. And
I'm waiting on the ad to play. I have the video. It's waiting
Oh.
on the ad to play.
We don't pay for YouTube Premium around here. We don't
You know,
pay for
I'm
that.
broke.
Aren't we
I'm a
all?
poor boy.
Aren't we all? Those eggs. I'm so sick of eggs getting brought up. I would say this. I've been buying organic eggs because I'm too lazy to actually own chickens.
Crisis ad.
My chickens have finally started laying eggs again for the season. It's been a long winter without them.
I'm too lazy. I grew up like with all kinds of animals, and I'm just like I moved out of that life into the suburbs on purpose. Okay, I don't want that. So I buy organic eggs, but organic eggs are the same exact price as regular eggs, so I don't feel sorry for anybody because you guys are paying the same price as I paid, and just buy organic eggs and get used to it. They're better for you. They don't taste like chemicals, you know. So it is what it is. Oh, here we go. I got the screen for you, Brian. Once you add it. This is going to be beautiful. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Millions of Ukrainians and Russians have been needlessly killed or wounded in this horrific and brutal conflict with no end in sight. The United States has sent hundreds of billions of dollars to support Ukraine's defense with no security, with no anything.
Wrong clip. Sorry.
No, it's coming up. I believe this is when he did it. Because only the Democrats, that's
You
the only
wanna
time they
keep it
stood up.
going for another 5 years?
Oh, yeah. This is a clip.
You,
Yep.
you would say Pocahontas says yes.
That's it. There it is. There it is.
Go back. Because, so, scroll back. So this is the only time.
Pocahontas says yes. Going for another 5 years? Yeah. You would say Pocahontas says yes.
Right there. Okay.
And it cuts to Elizabeth Warren.
I
Yeah,
literally.
Gus Elizabeth Warren.
Cameraman knew.
If you keep
The whole
playing,
world knows.
if you keep playing it, they pan to her. So it's like even the camera people knew he was referring to Elizabeth
Here he goes.
Warren.
There it is. There it is. And she's like, wait, what? Huh? Oops.
The whole world knows.
Everybody knows. Anytime you bring
Everybody
up
knows.
when you bring up Pocahontas, everyone knows it's Elizabeth Warren.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Died because but like how sad. Like, hold on, wait, we gotta play it again. It's the clown show. It's the sad reality that the only time, because if you hear it, there's like clapping, but how different the clapping was for Ukraine versus the rest of the time, anytime anybody stood up. The only time the Democrats stood up or applauded was for war. And I look at my friends that, you know, are still Democrats because a lot of them left the Democratic Party, right? Like they were,
Yeah.
you know, after what the Democrats did to Bernie Sanders, they're like, we're not doing this anymore. Like, and I'm like, oh, you're now seeing they're a bunch of elitists. Welcome. We've all been here, but take a seat. But you know, the ones that are still there that are holding true to like the social stuff that see them now ride or dying for war. Like, how are you still there? Like, why are you still doing this? I actually
Right.
had the pleasure. The younger Democrats, I will say some of them are built different. It's the older ones that are a lot of the problem. There are a lot of younger Democrats that are just like not informed. Like, of course, you we know, the TikTok, women that believe their rights are going to be taken away. But I had said this to a friend. She's a liberal, and I said this to her yesterday. I said, I've had some of the most productive conversations in the last 2 weeks with socialists, unbelievably, like socialists that are like, wait a minute, they're kind of like waking up, like the Bernie bro socialists, right? We have largely come to the conclusion that it is not us, but the elitists and boomers who follow them that are the problem. Anytime we see us normies versus them elitists, they have to remind of any social construct that we may not agree on, insert any number of things. And to be frank, all can be fixed independently by just not caring, or the moral high ground, regardless of where you retrieve this morality, whether it be religion or otherwise. It's intentional to remind us that we are different with the things that outside of self don't matter, while gaining power and control for things that do. We must continue to pay attention and not get caught on the who's and whataboutisms. We all don't inherently hate each other as much as they have consistently and generationally reminded us that we do. And that's what I said to her. Because it's true. Like anytime we all go, hold on, we don't like war. Why are we funding war? They'll be like, yeah, but how many genders are there? How many genders? Someone answer. And then we all start fighting over that. There's only 2 genders. No, there is, but you can't reason with a lot of those people because they're going to constantly pin us against each other. So yeah, that's it. That's the story and we're sticking to it. But Lee, I will say that I have good news. And Brian, the alleged producer.
I'm back. You want to play? I'll play it. I'll play it.
Effective
The
form
Democrats-
of protest you have right now that you can start immediately. Put a mask back on. Stop letting them observe
Put
your
a mask
face
back on your ugly face.
and have the
Holy
side
shit.
benefit of better health and protecting the rest of us in the world. Put a mask back on. Effective form of protest you have right now that you can start
What
immediately.
drug is it that makes you continuously lick your teeth? Like, play that one more time. Watch her.
I'll
She
run
says-
it one more time. Yes, ma'am.
Put a mask back
Oh, sorry.
on. Stop letting
Sorry,
them
Mel.
observe your face and have the side benefit of better health and protecting the rest of us in the world. Put a mask back on. Effective form
what
of
is
protest you
that?
have right
Yeah, what's wrong with that bitch?
Like, what
Or
drug?
Destiny. Have you ever noticed Destiny when he talks, he always moves his jaw side to side like that?
That's Adderall, is what that is.
Yeah. That is that what that is? It's like that's really strange. People talking like that.
Yeah, it's just every sentence she said after she'd be like, the most effective form of protest. Like, stop doing that. It was like, yeah, Lee's doing it perfectly. It's like, is it SSRIs? Like, what is it that make,
Well, what the fuck is up with that? Yeah.
gross. But yeah, so the Democrats are going to protest now, guys, by putting masks back on. Can we all clap? Yay! Round of applause.
Yeah.
We don't.
They
We
have
don't
these specially branded ones that are, there's the solid white and come with a nice pointy top that they can put back on that demonstrates their righteousness and makes them easy to spot in a crowd.
I was reliably informed by a liberal that that's actually the Republicans that wear that. However, I went and got one of my textbooks from when I took American history in college, and I read it, and it told me the opposite. It said that the Democrats were actually the ones that started the KKK, and I just had to burn the book and ban it because the book lied. Obviously, that's sarcasm. By the
Yeah.
way, for those
Yeah,
watching.
that peak sarcasm.
Peak
Hey,
sarcasm.
I found this one. Democrats are its #1 trending on X right now. I found this one from
course.
Miss Gaines trending under Democrats.
Washington, D.C. tonight. Let me tell you what I saw. Better yet, let me tell you what I didn't see. I did not see Democrats stand and applaud a child with terminal brain cancer who was in the room. I did not see Democrats stand and applaud and
Mhm.
honor the life and memory of young girls like Laken Riley or 12-year-old Jocelyn, who lost their lives to illegal gang members before their grieving parents who were in the room. I did not see Democrats stand and applaud an American who had been falsely and innocently imprisoned in Russia,
I'm
who had
reposting
recently
that.
been returned, who was in the room with his 95-year-old mother. I did not see Democrats stand and applaud a balanced budget. I mean, I could go on and on and on. But you know what I did see the Democrats stand and applaud? The only thing they stood and cheered for was Ukraine. And I don't mean peace in Ukraine, because when President Trump mentioned his
Continued
efforts
war.
to end the Russian-Ukrainian war, they didn't cheer for that. They only cheered when President Trump mentioned we have given Ukraine over $350 billion in taxpayer funds. They clapped for the continued funding of war in Ukraine. The Democratic Party, and I don't mean Democrats, I mean the Democratic Party. So in terms of elected representation and certainly how left-leaning media portrays the Democrats, they're no longer American. They don't love our country. They don't love our flag. They don't love the American people. They are soulless. They are insufferable. It can only be described as immoral and evil. Tonight was proof for me that Democrats will literally stand for anything but America and its people.
I can't find fault with their argument.
Yeah. I mean, that is the truth. And that's what I was saying. Like, if it is not war, they will not stand. They are no longer the party of peace. Okay. And I know, like, the Republicans can't say that they always have been, because they haven't been.
But
We
we
know,
have the massive party switch of 2012 and 2016, where if you were pro-war Republicans or neocons, you became a rhino.
right? Yeah.
I mean, for crying out loud, if you want to know, who the statists are, just look at the last election when Liz Cheney, Dick Cheney, Jim Mattis, John Bolton all endorsed Kamala Harris. All of them.
Yep.
All those neocon warmongers that Democrats used to fucking hate got on Team Harris.
Correct. Yep.
Map that one out for me.
And I know a lot of current Democrats who did not vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. They voted for the Green Party, and I'm drawing a blank on her name right now. What's her name? Jill Stein, right? Anyway, they voted for her.
Was that the Libertarian? Well, don't even get me started on the Libertarians.
No, the Libertarian was Chase Oliver this year. But anyways, I forget her name. But anyways, they did not vote for either party because of that, because they just love war. This also, I have a couple things from my personal Twitter, not to make this
I'm on your politics timeline. What do you want me to pull up? What do you want me to highlight?
I got it right here if you want me to do it.
I'll pull it up. Yeah.
So this was the funniest part. Like, when Rep. Melanie Stansberry was holding a "This is not normal" sign as Trump walked in, and I tweeted,
That's
yes,
a great clip right there.
Rep. Stansberry holding the "This is not normal" sign. Yes, it is, Melanie. This is normal. This is exactly normal. But since you brought up Riley Gaines, I wanted to bring up Selena here. That's why.
That's the next.
Yeah,
so it's in your timeline. I see it. I'm looking at her.
I need everybody to go follow her. It's _ Selena Sule. And she is actually the person who was in What is a Woman? She was one of the first, I love Riley Gaines. I'm not denouncing Riley Gaines, but Riley Gaines has gained a lot of notoriety. But she has actually been fighting for women's athletes, like, from day one, and she was actually in What is a Woman. So I kindly ask that you all go follow her, because she is fighting the big fight and has been for quite some time. And then I made this and I said, if this gets 100 likes, I'll give Selena her blue check, because she doesn't have a blue check. but I'm gonna gift it to her. So if you guys see that, go ahead and like it. But with that, I yield back to you, Brian. I yield the floor back to you. Yeah, last night there was full of a lot of wins. The little boy. The little boy, if we have a clip of that or whatever, let's just add you. Can I just add you to the screen, Brian? Add your screen, your share to the screen.
You can pull it up.
I just wanted to make sure. I just want to make sure you closed all your porn tabs.
I never have porn tabs open when I'm live.
That goes on the other machine, the one without cameras.
I mean, I do my porn on the potato. Anyway,
you heard it here first, folks. Brian does potatoes. All right, so James Woods right here. Democrats are so what is this word? I'm not wearing my glasses. I read that as stupid because I'm not wearing my glasses and I'm reading it from his stream. I'm like, but
Democrats
then I was like, am I dyslexic?
How do they think that holding up their ridiculous little signs was going to work out?
Oh, I forgot what tab I was sharing. This is your timeline, Sammy. No, this is Democrats on X. Yeah.
Why is that mine?
Yeah. No, that's not your timeline.
See if you can find the one of the little boy for the people that didn't watch, like Lee. The little boy with the brain cancer. That one was so sweet. What a sweet little boy. He's 13 and he's had, I can't remember how many brain surgeries. So they ended up doing like an interview, and I believe the White House put it out. But he had it started by him having a seizure, and now he's always dreamed of being a police officer, and they made him an honorary police officer. How does Brian prefer his potatoes? Boiled, mashed, or put in a stew? Brian, would you like to answer that?
Fried in bacon grease.
Fried in bacon grease. Oh, that's great.
I mean, you want to know? I'll tell you.
Fried in beef tallow.
Secrets. Beef tallow is a fair alternative. Yeah. I'm trying to make my search work here.
Breaking news: old man deals with Twitter. I'm just kidding.
I'm not that old.
I can get it for you. Hold on.
I mean, I was introduced to Twitter. I was introduced to the internet on a BT100 terminal. So, I mean,
I found Star Wars, the original Star Wars, as a child. I found it kind of odd and funny that
I got
the old man Obi-Wan Kenobi fully aware of what space stations are.
Yep.
So Terrence, I almost said Terrence Howard. Terrence Williams said, "This touched my heart. President Trump honored a 13-year-old boy who was diagnosed with brain cancer 6 years ago. He was given 5 months to live and survived. He dreamed of becoming a police officer. Trump and the Secret Service director made him an official agent of the United States Secret Service. This is what I voted for."
He's 13 years old, and he has always dreamed of becoming a police officer.
You doing this up above the camera?
Aw, I might tear up again. Ugh.
Hey, who let Roma in?
Yeah, I just got that. Aw.
The boss.
But in 2018, DJ was diagnosed with brain cancer. The doctors gave him 5 months at most to live. That was more than 6 years ago.
Look, they're not even clapping. Like, how pathetic.
Since that time,
the fact
DJ
that
and
Debbie's
his dad
still
have
in
been
power
on a quest
is
to
beyond
make
me.
his dream
Like,
come
how is she
true. And
still getting
DJ has
elected?
been sworn in as an honorary law enforcement officer actually a number of times. The police love him. The police departments love him. And tonight, DJ, we're going to do you the biggest honor of them all. I am asking our new Secret Service Director, Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret
tearing up
Service.
again. It's so sweet, you know.
It's the genuine.
Wait for the
reaction.
hug. Wait for the hug, Lee.
Oh, it's got credentials.
Yeah. Oh, they don't show the
Got
hug.
credentials.
He gave him this hug. Let me see. Let me find it. He gave him this hug. I took a photo of it because that's what like broke me. I was like tearing up. But then when he gave the hug, I was like, oh, look at this hug.
And then I have video pulled up that's contra why you don't hate the media enough.
Oh God. That was the moment. I was like,
Yeah, that's
I
that
love
was
this
beautiful.
country. I love this
It
country.
really
Okay.
was. Yes.
And then okay, yeah, Brian, let's head on over to MSNBC and see what
If you
and
want
see
to
what
pull
they
the
had to say.
contra because you don't hate the media enough, you don't hate them enough. Here we go.
And maybe when you have childhood cancer, that crystallizes for you. And I hope he has a long life as a law enforcement officer. But I hope he never has to defend the United States Capitol against Donald Trump supporters. And if he does, I hope he isn't one of the 6 who loses his life to suicide.
Really? Really? You're going to keep perpetuating that fucking lie? Really? After all we know now, you're going to keep perpetuating that fucking lie.
They
And
literally
downgrade Donald Trump.
They literally cannot stop talking about January 6th. It's all they have.
Yeah.
It's literally all they have. They don't have anything else because that's why. Because they're a bunch
Nice
of
on board.
Yes, they are clowns.
and it's
little ass clowns.
it's sad to me. Almost this is why the older white liberals are so angry. And it's sad to me to watch them like play into that. Like, oh yeah, sure you have brain cancer. Like, hope you have a good life and you know, hope you are a good police officer, but like hopefully you don't commit suicide. Like, what?
What?
Like what did she just say? Like if I was watching that, if I was like a Democrat, I was like, I feel like I'd be like, yeah, that was kind of nice. Like, there's been times where I've been like, okay, the Democrats have a point, like about certain things, you know, like we can't, not everything they say, you know, there are bipartisan issues and stuff that we have to like agree on and whatever. But to like take that and be like, I hope you don't kill yourself for the party that's all like, we need more mental health advocates and blah, 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 blah. What? I like, oh, they're disgusting humans. Not a fan, Brian. I am not a fan.
Neither was Libertarian Goth, is what she had to say.
Let's see it.
No matter where you stand politically, showing disrespect to a child that had brain cancer and murder victims, including a child that was raped and murdered, is disgusting and inhumane behavior. Shameful. And if you're one of those who thinks you're so high and moral and constantly talks about how others are hateful and bigoted, I never want to see or hear you charade about love and empathy ever again.
She do? What is the last part?
At the Democrats, I am looking at you. You disgust me.
Call them out, baby. Call them out. That's why
Call them out,
always
LG. Call them out, LG.
the libertarians are our friends. We may not always agree with them, but they are our friends. They love this country. The Democrats no longer are the party that love this country. They parade around like, oh, we're doing all this for democracy. It's not. No. Mm-mm. Good.
When they say our democracy, they mean their bureaucracy.
I always say when the Democrats specifically say we want to do this for democracy, they actually mean for Democrats. They don't mean for actual democracy, especially considering we don't live in a democracy. The democracy is in the states.
We live in a republic. We live in a republic.
Yeah, the states are a democracy, not the Not whatever. Oh,
That's
the White House
Thus
just
my-
tweeted. Hold on, I'm going to pull this up. The White House, literally breaking news. You saw it here first, guys. The White House just brought up Secret Service agent DJ Daniel. Look at that. Clap, clap, clap. Yes.
Yep.
Get it.
Yep.
They had a little interview with him. I don't know where they posted it at. I would have to find it. Yeah, it was this one, actually, this is a good one. Let me pull this up real quick. I saw this morning. I
They
forgot
had
to
a
pin it.
very positive to the results. What was your reaction to Trump's speech? 44% of speech watchers in our instant poll tonight say they had a very positive reaction to Trump's speech. 25% somewhat positive, 31% negative. To the results, what was your reaction to Trump?
So a CNN poll shows 69%, which that's an epic number, by the way.
CNN is losing their bubble of people to talk to. and
Right.
Polling data.
69% said they had a positive reaction to President Trump's speech. My. How the tables turn. How the tables turn. I'm glad to be on this side of the ending of the propaganda. I mean, of course, it's not going to completely stop, as we saw with the MSNBC. And, maybe it's because we're not mad enough. Maybe we're not mad enough. Birds aren't even real, by the way, said hello, fellow politi-nerds. So, and Navasa says, yes. So, yeah, it's, we've had so many wins, but I'm hopeful that with these wins, we don't drown out the actual things that everybody wants. Like, for example, the Epstein files, bringing people to justice. But yeah.
Got some breaking news here. Apparently, federal district judges can tell the president how to fucking spend money. This is coming. Charlie Kirk just posted this. Breaking: Supreme Court has ruled that President Trump must unfreeze $1.9 billion in USAID payments. Unbelievable. Justice Samuel Alito blasts majority with Justice Thomas Kavanaugh, Gorsuch, and Kavanaugh joining the Senate. Does a single district court judge who likely lacks jurisdiction have unchecked power to compel the government of the United States to pay out and possibly lose forever $2 billion taxpayer dollars? The answer to that question should be an emphatic no, but the majority of this court apparently thinks otherwise. I am stumped. And here's a snippet from his dissenting opinion. In Catholic form, this is what happened. Response are a group of American businesses and nonprofits who receive foreign assistance funds from the State Department and the U.S. Agency for International Development. They brought suit and claimed the current administration's temporary pause of foreign assistance is unlawful. On February 13, 2025, the court judge issued a temporary restraining order requiring the government to halt this funding pause. It's based on the decision on a finding that responses are likely to succeed, showing that the government violated APA. Yada, yada, yada. Anyway, apparently the strategy of challenging every EO in court is going to work out for them. Thanks, Supreme Court, for nothing. Shit.
So every executive order can be challenged in Supreme Court. Is that what you're saying?
That's what this. It looks to me like this is the precedent that that's setting.
I mean, I
could
don't
be
understand.
Wrong. I might be overreacting. This might be a hot take, but
Well, I do know. So the whole men and women's sports that was not confirmed by the Senate. That means that now it can be overturned. It's like not set as a law with the EO unless it's confirmed by the Senate. So now the next president can come and overturn that. As long as we keep winning, we won't have to worry about that. We won't have to worry about a Democrat getting in office. But I would think that if somebody drafted a bill that was similar to the executive order and it passed through the House and Senate because they are legislators. It would
It's
only
legislative. It's permanent. That's law.
be. Mhm.
EOs aren't law.
Yeah.
Acts of Congress are law.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like if they challenge it, by the time it makes it through the Supreme Court, it's not going to be like it's already done. But I feel like that Congress needs to step up and start enacting some of this into law. You know,
Right. Absolutely.
like the men and women's sports, like that needs to go ahead and like the fight's not done. Everybody thinks like, okay, we won. No, because the next president can come in. We need that to be a law. Period. Plain and simple. So, all right. Besides that, let me pull up the Laken Riley. Of course, Elon Musk was there last night, Brian, if you want to pull up
I'm pretty sure the woman he was sitting next to got pregnant.
Let me show this. This is the mother of Jocelyn, the 11-year-old. She was on Hannity after. And she was basically calling out the Democrats as well for not standing for her child. So let's watch.
And I've spoken to you a number of times, and I had you and your dad on this program with Senator Ted Cruz. How did you feel, number one, when you got this great honor for your very brave daughter? And what did you think of the Democrats?
It was truly an honor, a very surreal feeling to be sitting in that area to remember the life that Jocelyn had. I found it very cowardly that a lot of the Democrats didn't stand, didn't clap, didn't do anything to support anything that Donald Trump is trying to do as president to make this country better. It was very shameful to the Democrats.
You know, I mean, this is your precious 12-year-old girl. And I looked at Laken Riley's mom, and she's tearing up and she's fighting back tears. And we see this 13-year-old young man who became a member of the Secret Service with Sean Curran tonight, that new head of the Secret Service, which was a really special moment. This young man makes it into West Point tonight. All these incredible Americana optics that anybody with a heart, mind, body, and soul would love. Your little daughter.
Every time that video plays, I tear up, by the way.
Brutal, vicious, vile, evil attackers. I can't even imagine how she did. And I know, my faith tells me I know where she is, and I know you will be with her again. But if they can't stand and applaud you and stand up for the right of innocent people like your daughter, what does that party stand for? I found it repulsive.
They don't stand for anything humane. They don't stand for us as citizens. They don't stand for our security. They don't stand for honorable things that we need in this country. And it's very disgraceful to us as U.S. citizens that those are the people that we have here in Congress and House and Senate. It's disgusting.
Who is that blue-haired old bitch that you always see popping up?
I don't think you ever thought you'd lose your daughter.
Yeah, she's a special kind of ugly. This is the new meme template right here that dropped.
Oh shit.
New meme template right here.
That is give me your money.
I mean,
don't ask me how
I paid my taxes.
Just give me your money.
Every time I took a paycheck, I paid taxes because my taxes were taken out of my damn paycheck. So don't lecture me on paying my fucking taxes.
Yep. Well, I guess they're talking to Donald Trump, but like say that to Hillary Clinton too, idiot.
Right. Yeah.
But you
Same
won't.
thing.
You know? And then of course
I mean, how long has Al Sharpton been under indictment for tax evasion, but he's still not in fucking jail? I mean,
I want to bring up.
Went off on a tangent there.
Oh no, you're good. Corey Compatore's family was there as well last night. they had a lot of people in the gallery that have been affected by the Democrats and their policies and even their, shooters and murderers. So here's the family of Corey Compatore here.
Corey was hit really hard. You know the story from there. He sacrificed his life to save theirs. 2 others, very fine people, were also seriously hit. But thankfully, with the help of 2 great country doctors, we thought they were gone and they were saved. So those doctors had great talent. We're joined by Corey's wife, Helen, who was his high school sweetheart, and their 2 beloved daughters, Allison and Kaylee. Thank you.
She lost her husband. They lost their dad. Trump got a
Corey
flesh
was
wound,
hit.
but
And the Democrats, yet again, did not stand.
did not
But
stand.
they
Did
stood
not
for
stand.
war.
They stand for war.
If you want to,
I'm a
bring
retired
up
soldier.
Elon Musk. Okay, go ahead.
I'm a retired soldier. I've been to war. I don't like war. I'm a pacifist. Be honest with you, I'm a pacifist. But yeah,
Most of us
Here we go,
with
here.
brain cells are pacifists.
yeah.
People don't get a politician. They get someone that's talking directly to them and is achieving their objectives.
And then we have Elon Musk, a special guest as the Doge administrator there tonight. And I don't think he has a son on his shoulders this evening, although that would be pretty fun.
People
That
don't
would
get
have
a
been funny
politician.
if he'd had one of his kids with him. He's got what, 20?
14. Well, and
Yeah.
a lot of the Democrats' signs said stuff about Elon Musk. They are just absolutely obsessed with him.
Yeah. What else have I got going on here? Oh, there he is in the gallery. Wrong side. Okay, in 9 months,
He's
that
just
lady's
whistling.
gonna. In 9 months, that blonde there, yeah. Just saying.
And where it says, I was just watching, I think I got pregnant. Navasa says, remember, war does not determine who is right and who is wrong. War only determines who is left. That is true.
Yeah,
Very,
as much as I hate to
very-
give Navas any credit, he's right. Yeah.
Yep. I want to show this here too. It says Elon Musk and Big Balls picking up chicks at the State of the Union last night.
Pan or Pam?
I'm saying Pam. Yeah, I'm sorry. Who's sitting behind you?
Hello, Ms. Lady.
Mhm.
Friend and stepbrother. And I think I might be able to help with the Pan-Pam dilemma.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Pam.
Pam. Oh, no.
Pam.
Hand.
With an
There's a
M.
D on the end.
No D. It's Pam.
Comb.
Here, it's P.
P-A-N-M.
M.
N-N.
Yeah.
Two M's.
Two M's.
M.
That was the
No, there's just one M.
Pan or Pam?
It's so funny. So
You got a
funny.
wicked sense of humor. I like it.
Anyways, so yeah, last night was full of wins. The State of the Union, as I said before, was the longest that they say to date. And this week, hopefully by Friday, Brian, I'm hoping that we have some leeway on the Epstein files.
Okay, here's where I'm at.
Let's hear it.
I almost cut a video yesterday. Too much going on. I didn't. With the Epstein thing, I remember Pam Bondi tweeted yesterday. She's got truckloads of shit. I saw that. I'm like, yeah, right. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you got truckloads of shit. I don't want to hear about truckloads of documents. I want to see people. I want to see high profile people like Bill Gates being frog marched with metal bracelets on, with raincoats over their shoulder. I want to see the public embarrassment. I want to see the humiliation. I want these fuckers to be shown, tried, and convicted. I don't care about the Constitution. There's no Fourth Amendment in the court of public opinion. I want to see that. I want to see the retribution. And I think I don't think I'm too far offset with most MAGA folks who've been wanting to see the justice. We say we want justice. We really want to see retribution. We'll settle for justice. Just give us justice.
We at least want to just see and have the knowledge to know what went on. And it's not even just us, it's everybody. Everybody wants to see what's in those files and see who was involved. So, we got to make it happen. So we're going to close out the show, but we're going to go over 2 final things before Friday.
The high
So
points.
these are all the remarks from last night's meeting. Of course, this entire show is pretty much about that, but that's, it was a big one last night. So remarks. And this is everything he went over, summary of everything. America's back, dawn of the golden age, the American dream is surging, the American comeback, large election victory. It goes on and on and on. There's only 2 genders. America's no longer woke. We brought back Mount McKinley, no men and women's sports, common sense revolution, and brought up the inflation under Biden, drill, baby, drill, Doge, list of waste found under Doge. And he talked about all of it. And the Democrats still came out with a video, all succinct, Brian.
Yeah.
They all had the same script.
It was lockstep. It's weird how that happens, right?
Right. And they all put it out saying that they're cutting funding for federal aid. And I implore anybody who's watching who doesn't know what they're actually cutting funding to look up what they've cut funding to. I mean, literally a kazoo orchestra. That's a real thing that they cut funding to. I mean, this is no joke. But tax cuts, no tax on tips, auto industry will boom. They're actually bringing the auto industry back to America. Honda is actually currently working on a factory in Indiana. That's a big deal. Trade deficits with Canada and Mexico. We're going to match their energy. Removing illegal aliens, Laken Riley, the Laken Riley Act, the border enforcement, the cartels, labeling them as gangs officially, like this on the same level as ISIS.
Honestly, that was one of the best lines of the night, was when everyone in Congress thought we needed new legislation to fix the border. Turned out we just needed a different president.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He did say that. Yeah. The Congress kept saying that we need to make legislation, and turns out we just needed a different president.
Just needed a different president.
Correct. Making America healthy again, helping the children, getting the poisons out of the food supply, protecting the kids from ideology, and then brought up January Littlejohn, who is a Florida mother whose daughter was transitioned in school, and we heard the story too much, which is why the Parents' Rights and Education Act happened in Florida, and Don't Say Gay and all these other things happened in Florida, was because of the January Littlejohn case, as well as the Wendell Perez child as well. So gender and children, wokeness is wrong. The upping of the military recruitment, at the Afghanistan withdrawal, getting the Pakistanis to send us one of the guys who actually helped or was aided in murdering 13 of our soldiers. And then, of course, bringing up the Abraham Accords, Middle East, Ukraine, Europe not doing its part. A letter from Zelensky, who now wants to work with us, who is sorry for what happened. Shocker, guys. Russia's ready for peace. It's time to end the war. Bringing the guy home from Russia, Mark Fogel.
Mark Fogel.
He was mentioning how he met his mom like 10 minutes before the rally, before he was shot. And then, of course, the Corey Compatore family, you name it. These are all the things. Here's a full list of everything that was mentioned. And then this is, I'll end it on these last 2. We will fight for America. Patriots build America. We stand on their shoulders. Now destiny is in our hands. With God's help, America will thrive. We will go to Mars and beyond, and the golden age has become. And then my favorite quote of the night is right here. My message to every child in America is that you are perfect the way God made you. President Donald Trump. We are restoring
God
it.
bless that man.
Bring
God
back
bless America.
Common sense is back. My favorite
Yes,
type of
sir.
sense.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
It's back. So anyways, Brian, final thoughts.
Hey, final thoughts. If you didn't watch the speech last night, I don't blame you. It was late. It was long. I almost didn't. I was just live streaming it. That's the only reason I stayed up. But you got to understand, Trump 2.0 is a different critter from the first administration.
He's a different critter.
He learned a lot. And I understand I'm frustrated. A lot of folks are frustrated with, the rollout of the Epstein shit. I get it. That's kind of a loss we're taking right now, but I'm going to give it time because everything else so far has panned out. So, hey, watch Sunset Rants tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Rise Middle American Network. You won't have to look at me tonight.
I agree that you should watch Sunset Rants as well as Roman Nation, which is on Saturday, I believe.
Saturdays, yeah.
Saturdays. And of course, we are here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m., sometimes 9:15. But starting next week, we'll be on Rumble, and it will be at 9 a.m. is when we will be going live every morning. So make sure you check out riseofmiddleamerica.com. Brian, thank you. Where do we find you on?
Welcome, ma'am.
Where do we find you on social before we log off?
At Brian Tidwell 1 on X, at BR Tidwell 55 on YouTube. It's been a while since I've really done anything on YouTube. It's there, but yeah.
You can find me on X at Sammy Politics with an I or Sammy Things on Instagram. I hope you all have a fabulous day.
Got to plug your football channel come season.
Yeah. Or you can follow me at Sammy Football with an I, but I pretty much just cry about the Jaguars. So anyways, have a good day.
Bye.